Yeah.
Okay, we are recording now. Hi, everybody. This is Johan Van Aert and Stuart Forscher. This is the Empire Coaching Opportunity webinar, and we've got one heck of a good presentation prepared for you guys, and we're going to have lots of fun tonight. What you will learn in this webinar tonight is what coaching is and is not, the tools needed for success, the cost involved, and how this is possible for people with busy full-time careers and schedules. And by the end, you will know what is possible and if this is right for you.
All right. So, we just wanted to start out just introducing ourselves. As Johan said, my name is Stuart Forscher. I'm a Star Diamond coach. And just from a fitness perspective, I've lost 25 pounds using, P90X and Shakeology and other programs. And it went from 20% body fat to 10% body fat. So that's pretty awesome. Just a little bit about my story. I started out back in 2010. I was one of these types of people who I liked working out and, I wanted to get results, but I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what type of workouts to do. I used to run. I kind of got injured doing that. And I just was not getting the results I wanted, and I certainly was not eating healthy. I just didn't know how to eat healthy. And I kept seeing the infomercial for P90X over and over and just kind of ignored it. I thought it was interesting, but at some point I just reached a point where I thought to myself, what do I have to lose? So I went ahead and, ordered P90X, spent $120, which was a lot for me at the time. And I thought that was a pretty big investment, but I decided to make that investment in myself, and failed at PX a few times, about 2 or 3, had a couple false starts, and finally was able to complete that program. Found out I had a coach, connected with her, and then found out there was this amazing community around these Beachbody programs called coaching, and I had no idea about that. So anyway, prior to my getting started with P90X, I was like 20% body fat, which is just borderline obese, and was actually on prescription anxiety medication, had some issues with anxiety. And just through this whole process of being able to, like I said, reduce my body fat by, 50%, as well as get off my anxiety medication. And I, greatly contribute that to, Beachbody workouts, Shakeology, and clean eating. I decided to become a coach, after I finished my first round of P90X, which in retrospect was a mistake. I should not have waited that long, but I felt like, we're going to talk a little bit about this, I felt like I needed to wait until I finished P90X, enrolled as a coach, just kind of just to get a discount on the product on the off chance I might make some income. And, as I got more into it, I found out, wow, this is really pretty awesome opportunity where I can actually really do something meaningful with my life, as well as, make more than just a few bucks. So fast forward 4 years, pretty successful as a coach. And so my journey continues, built an awesome community with my team, and I'm just proud to be here. Johan, I'll let you take it away.
Yes, I'm also a Star Diamond coach, and Stuart and I are actually success partners or accountability partners, and we talk every week, and we've become good friends. I myself I'm a traveling salesman for a company that sells farm machinery, and being on the road all the time and eating fast food and all of that, I ended up with being definitely obese, 32% body fat, weighed like 228 pounds, and I was on 2 different cholesterol drugs, and it just barely kept it under control. And this one friend of mine kept pushing me to do P90X, and he was older than me, and he was in pretty good shape. And it's like, I could look like him, I guess, but I just didn't want to do that. But then eventually one day I just woke up and decided I'm doing it. So I bought P90X of the TV as well, just like Stuart. And I just decided, doesn't matter what happens, I am absolutely not quitting. So I did P90X three times back to back. So for 9 months, and in that 9 months, I lost 54 pounds, and I went from 32% to 12% body fat. I also went off my cholesterol drugs, within about 4 months of doing P90X and using Shakeology. About 1 month or 2 months into it, I decided to become a coach just to get the discount on the Shakeology. And I remember after our big Beachbody Summit, my coach texted me and he was all fired up and he told me about the summit. And I said to him, I don't want nothing to do with the business opportunity. If he ever texts me, email me or anything like that again, I'm just going to ignore you. So I was not ready for it at that point in time. And so as my belief built, my buddy said to me one day, he said, why don't you do this part as a business? He says, that's all you talk about. And it's like I realized, yeah, I guess I'm excited about health and fitness and my results I've achieved. So I decided to start, as we say, working the business and help other people with it. And so since then, we've built a great team, and I absolutely love my team. And if nothing else is positive, they are very positive in my life, and I love helping them, and I love seeing the results they're getting and how many people they are helping. So I'll let Stuart take on this slide. Can you see?
Okay. Bear with me, technical difficulties here.
I can do that in the meantime.
Shoot. You go ahead and take.
Okay. All right, everybody. This is the Beachbody's revenue growth, and that was in 2007 when the company started. The network marketing portion of it, they were doing about $8 million in sales. This year, we should be reaching $500 million. So it is a young company. It is very, very growing company. You are still at the beginning of this. And, there's 400 million people in this country, right, Stuart? And there's a lot of people that's obese and overweight. And so there's a lot of people we can help just in the USA alone and in Canada, because that's where we are doing business. I have lost Stuart. He has got some problems with his computer, but I'll carry on. Yeah, I just did. Yes.
Okay, I can take the next slide.
All right, there you go.
So let's talk about a little bit about Team Beachbody. Yeah, so Team Beachbody growth, this is pretty incredible. Started out with 40 coaches back in 2007. When I joined in 2010, there were actually about 20,000 coaches. Now there's 225,000 coaches. It just goes to show you that this is something that people really want to get on board with. I mean, just in the last year, it looks like we've almost doubled. Definitely something that people want to be a part of, and you might think, well, gosh, there's too many coaches now, so that it's too saturated or something like that. That's not the case at all. As Johan mentioned, 2/3 of the population of the United States is overweight or obese. We really have not even scratched the surface.
Yep. I lost you again, Stuart, I think.
All right, yeah.
Can't hear you yet. I can see you. Can't hear you.
Okay, you take the next slide.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes. All right. So, Stuart, yeah, you did. Yes, I will. So let's talk about what is a coach and what is a coach not. It doesn't have to be. A coach does not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. A coach does not have to be already at their fitness and nutrition goals. And a lot of people tell me, I can't be a coach because I got 50 pounds to lose. And I very frequently tell them that people identify and are much more comfortable with people who's on a journey or at the same time as they are than people who seem to have the perfect bodies, and some people get inspired by that. but don't think that you cannot make an impact in the life of another person. You also don't have to be an experienced salesperson. And that goes right into the next point, that we are not salespeople. We like to share what we do, and we want to share how we can change people's lives and achieve their goals. What a coach also should be is committed, absolutely committed to being proof the products work. And that would be the two main things would be working out regularly as well as drinking Shakeology. And the third thing would be to improve and develop themselves through personal development, reading and listening to self-help and personal development books, so that you can lead your team and become a leader and help more people. Stuart?
So what are some of the benefits of being a Beachbody coach? You can set your own hours. You can focus part-time or full-time, part-time. You can build online or in person. We have lots of training of how to build your business using social media. You just share your passion and attract people. As Johan said, we don't sell. No one had to sell me or Johan on P90X, really. No one had to sell us on being a coach. And that's what we help people do. We help people believe in themselves. We help people see the vision of what is possible in their lives, fitness, and with coaching and earning extra money. And so that's how we help people. I mean, to me, there aren't a lot of downsides of being a coach. I mean, it holds you more accountable for your fitness. You make great friendships. You get to hang out. You get to surround yourself with positive people who are into health and fitness. And so there's many, many more benefits that we can list. But it's hard to think of a downside of being a coach.
Right. And as you can see, we have lots of fun while we do this. So let's tell you a little bit of some of the people on our team. This lady is a very good friend of mine, Joy Ross. She has come a long ways in her journey. And since she's been with using Beachbody program, she's lost 25 pounds with 21-day fix and Shakeology. She is a very, very busy woman. She's just not a wife and a diamond coach in Beachbody, but she's an assistant principal of one of the largest school districts in Chicago. So she is very, very busy. And so therefore we can tell you from this is that busy people can also do this, you know. Something that she loves to talk about is that when she initially started out, all she could do was lifting 2 and 5 pound weights, and now she's doing 15 and 20 pound weights. She loves Shakeology, vanilla Shakeology with pineapple and spinach. That's her favorite recipe. And I can tell you that one of the reasons that she has been so successful is, of course, that she has the sincere desire to help people, but that she just sees the opportunity, how many people we can help, and just love to invite people and connect with people and help them.
Wanted to introduce you to another member of our team, Maybell, and gotten incredible results with her fitness since January when she started T25. She's done since then T25, 21-day fix, PIO, and she's been using Shakeology. She became a coach, I think it was around the 1st of June. She's a busy woman as well, a wife, a mom, reporting analyst, a diamond coach. Been very successful with coaching. Just sharing her story. I mean, this is one of the pictures that she posted on her Facebook. People get very inspired. I fell to a size 6, and our baby is greenberry with CB2 and unsweetened almond milk. So I'm very proud on our team.
And you know, the coaches in our team come from all walks of life, and Stuart and I are going to share the slide and talk about it. I'll just start out with the center. That is Christine. She is a stay-at-home mom, and that is part of my team. That's me and my wife. Kayla is a waitress and a student. Joanne is an ER nurse. Vicky is a school teacher, and that's Joy. That's the assistant principal. And this is at a small team meeting that we've had. Here, Stuart and I are at the Beachbody Summit with two people of Stuart's team, Sally, and my goodness, I forgot her name. Gloria, of course, and then Diana, which is just a mutual friend of us and part of the Empire team.
Yeah, and of this slide is that if you have in your mind a specific picture of what a Beachbody coach
yeah
really isn't one. And so we come from all walks of life, all different backgrounds, all different ages, everything. So as Johan had said in the upper left, that's Sally, who is in the Navy Reserves. And she actually returned from Afghanistan recently. She was actually working her Beachbody business from Afghanistan. She's also a student, and Gloria is in the Navy as well. And then at the bottom, that's myself and Johan and some members of our team. Maybell, again, you see there. We have Jamie, who is a stay-at-home domestic engineer, stay-at-home mom. And then we have Christine, who I'll actually be talking about in a few minutes, but she is a respiratory therapist, a very successful coach. And we have Aaron, who's a worker, Star Diamond coach. And in the bottom left is my friend Cliff. He's a band director, and he's been a coach for about 5 or 6 weeks, and he's been very, very successful just sharing his story and sharing his results.
Yes, he has been. So one of the big myths that we want to address here.
All right.
Sorry. Can you hear me? You broke up a little bit.
Go ahead, Johan.
No, as one of the myths that we want to address is
you go ahead.
That you feel that you have to be ripped or you have to be fit to be a coach. Here's Erin that you saw in the previous picture. You can see she's still on her journey, and she is helping a lot of people. And it goes back to my point of earlier where I said that people identify really good with people that's on a journey that's also doing the same thing, and so they know that you can help them as well.
We think it's important to address some of these myths because these are certain things that people, have in their mind that kind of block them from taking a step that might, benefit them. So another big myth is, I don't have time to take on anything else. And I heard somebody say once that, if someone is really super busy, they'll actually be a really good coach because they're the type of person, if they're busy, that means they're doing a lot of stuff and they have a lot of initiative. So here's Wayne. He's a coach on our team. He's an orthodontist, and he has 4 offices, and he actually is a very successful coach. So he pretty much destroyed that myth. And Johan and I are also very busy as well and didn't have time to take on anything else, but we made time.
And you can see Wayne has got a lot of kids, and so he's spending a lot of time with them as well. So if a guy with 4 orthodontic practices and 6 kids can, I had a count, I thought last it was 5, but can do this and become top coach of the year, which was 2 years in a row of all of Beachbody, a lot of us can certainly do that. So some of the myths is that we talked about earlier is that I'm not a salesperson, so I wouldn't be good at this. And you remember I said that we talk about sharing what we do and inviting people to join our challenge groups or the coaching opportunity, but most of the time just sharing what you do. And there's Christine, one of the coaches on my team to the max, doing a workout, doing squats with some pretty heavy dumbbells there, you can see, and working really hard and just posting that picture and just sharing what she does on social media. Stuart? Are you there, Stuart?
We have which is one of the members of our team. Christine, she's one of the members of our team, and I don't know about you, but she doesn't look like a salesperson to me. Really sweet. She really, really cares about people. Amazing, amazing results with her, and she just shares, has a deep. She's been very, very successful over the last year and a half as a coach helping people.
And she's lost 100 pounds or more.
That's right.
I'll let you talk about Kenna a little bit and about this myth.
Yeah. Another myth is that only people who got in early make money, and it does take time to build the business up to a point of making some decent money. Any entrepreneur will tell you that you're not going to hit the ground running on day one and have a pretty good revenue stream come in. So that takes some time, and that is true with this business as well. This business isn't any different in that regard. That being said, it is a myth that, and I don't know why people think this, but only people who got in early make any money. As I talked earlier, we have 225,000 coaches, and there's a wide open opportunity for you to come in and hit it out of the park with this thing. An example here, Kenna. Johan and I have been coaches for 4 years. Kenna has only been a coach for 2 years, and she's probably making more money than we are. So she's very experienced coach. And it's really more about the effort that you put in and following the system that we have in place and your execution more so than when you joined.
Very important, yes. A lot of people say, I can't afford to get started in this business. Our startup cost the fee is really low. Actually, there's no fee if you enroll with a challenge pack, and we'll talk about that later. But this is Barbie Decker. She is our team leader, the leader of the empire. And I remember that she's said that she didn't have any money and had to put it on a credit card to do it. And she wasn't even sure that it was going to be that good and work, And all she really wanted was just to get the discount. But then as she grew and she developed, just like a lot of us, she started building this team her team is almost 17,000 people. So she's hugely successful. So if she could have afforded to do that, and she was a French language professor, then a lot of us can do that as well. Stuart?
Something to that, Johan?
Yeah, please do.
In a few slides, the costs involved with getting started. Yeah, you'll see in a few moments the costs involved with getting started, and I just think that if the only thing that is holding you back from this opportunity is the cost of getting started, that might be a good reason to really take a strong look at this and think about ways that you can do it, because if you can't afford, that's probably not a good financial situation.
Right.
Put that.
Can everybody hear us? Okay.
All right. So some tips for.
Sorry, I was just going to ask if they could type in the chat box if they can hear us good, because you are breaking up a lot on my side, and I just want to make sure that they do hear what you're saying. So, but I'll let you do the tips. See if I can hear you. Yeah, they say they can hear me fine, but you
okay. Sorry about that.
Choppy. Yeah. Go ahead, Stuart.
Okay. Sorry. I'll try to speak slow. My network connection is not the best. So we have some free tips for you right here. There's no extra charge for this evening. So basically, Johan and I kind of put our heads together and said, what are the tips of coach? Number one, focus on applying daily activities consistently. Fundamentals. just like most things in life, if you nail the fundamentals and you do those consistently, you're going to be successful. And we will teach you those fundamentals. We have those in the Empire. We have all the training to give you that information and those tools. Number 2, follow the system. Don't reinvent the wheel. This is something that people do. They make the mistake of just coming on board and just ignoring the training and things like that, and trying to do their own thing. And that's a bad idea. You want to follow the system and follow what works, what has been proven to work. Engage with your team regularly. This kind of goes along with don't reinvent the wheel, go off. It's important to engage with your team and stay, with that community. Mistakes as an opportunity to grow. Any entrepreneur, anyone starting their business is going to make mistakes. It's just reality. And so there's really no good experiences. There's no bad experiences. There's only learning experiences. And so you have to see your mistakes as learning experiences. Successful coaches then ask, why not me? You need to see yourself in that position, because if they can do it, you can do it. We have all the training, all the tools so that you can do that as well. Understand that to succeed, you must empower others as well as yourself. Basically, your results are going to be tied to how many people that you can help from both the fitness side and the business side. Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want in life, you'll be able to have everything you want in life. And that kind of applies with coaching. And final point is that you are the CEO of your business. So at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to make your business work, to make things happen, and to take action. We can give you the tools, we can give you the training, we can give you motivation and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, you're the one who has to take action.
Yes, and to go along with what Stuart said, we have a system to help you succeed. We have a system in our team, the Empire, and both of us were guilty of not always following the system, especially me, trying to reinvent the wheel and do things. And when we started following the system and went back to basics is when our business really started growing. And it's a very simple system to follow. So what we offer for you.
Here's some of the
Sorry, Stuart. I didn't hear you. I can go ahead and talk about the training and tools. We offer to you guys a 7-day business quick start, which really is going to get you up and running, give you the basic principles of how the business works, some teaching, some trainings. A lot of the trainings is on video, and you're gonna be off and running before you know it. And you don't have to know everything when you start out. My coach Joy always says you can build the plane and fly it at the same time. And that's pretty much kind of what we do. And as you grow and you develop your business, you also will learn a lot more stuff. Then we offer a thing called Coach Basics, which is a 60-day mentorship group in Facebook where you get posts every day that gives you tips on how to do the business. Online, we have a Coach Training Academy with documents and YouTube videos to teach you how to do the business. And then we have several different marketing tools that we use, such as the challenge packs that we have and videos that you can share with people. Stuart, I'll let you talk about the next ones.
I just want to say that Beachbody Corporate just does an amazing job with what they provide us in terms of this type of training and tools. I mean, I think it has to be just bar none in the industry. And I can guarantee you that they don't have like a room of like 3 people at corporate coming up with these things. I mean, they must have a massive amount of people working on all these things, because they're constantly coming out with new tools, newsletters, videos, all sorts of things that we can use to not only learn, but to build our businesses. And so from a communication standpoint, there's Breaking Coach News where, every day or every other day there'll be a news update in the Coach Online office just to give you the of what's going on. There's a national wake-up call every Monday, which is about a 45-minute call where Beachbody provides updates and recognition, meaning like recognizing people who have been successful in their business in the past week. And then also one of the top coaches, successful coach, will and give their top tips, which is really, really valuable. There's also a coach monthly newsletter and a coach FAQ. So just about any question you have regarding coaching, you can go into the FAQ and you can find the answer. There's also, not listed here, but there's, you can call the 365, and if you have any questions, not really go work about an order or how certain commissions work or anything like that, you can call them and ask. I'll let you talk about it, Johan.
Yes, and then something that Beachbody does is they're just outstanding support on social media, especially a lot of different videos about just about anything you can think about, transformations, coach training on YouTube. Very, very active on Instagram, giving you a lot of information that you can share. The same on Twitter. And then on Facebook, a few different Facebook pages, of which one of them, my favorite, is the Beachbody Challenge page, where we see all the phenomenal transformations that the people go through. And those are things that Beachbody makes available to us so that we can share that with others about our business. And once again, we're not really talking and selling them to join the company or buy this or buy that. We are talking about this is the challenge group. Look at the results this person have achieved. You can do that too. So it's a very informal way of doing it. And the approach is that we are trying to help people. Our CEO, Carl Deichler, said that the only thing that should be on your agenda is to help people. Stuart, that's your slide. Can you hear me? We can't hear Stuart at this point. Stuart, I can see you blinking your eyes, but I can't hear you. So, are you talking? Sorry, I'm just going to continue for the sake of it, and then when Stuart comes back in, then he can take over. So, what is the bit? And sorry, guys, for the technical difficulties that we're having on that side. Can you guys all hear me? Okay, good. Thanks, Maria. Because somebody just said they couldn't hear me. The benefits to our system is, first of all, when you are a coach, you get 25% discount on these world-class fitness programs. And thank you for confirming that, Cindy, as well as all our products, our supplements, Shakeology, anything that you could get from Beachbody as a coach would save you 25% discount. It would speed up your success rate dramatically because of the discounts that you would get and the support that we have. We focus on three things: is nutrition, fitness, and support. You can dramatically increase your own, being a coach, your own fitness results and your health. And we know that when we get healthier and we get fitter, we feel better about ourselves, and that builds our confidence and our self-esteem. While you are doing that, you can create income, and with this income, you can reduce the stress in your life while you are helping other people as well. And a lot of people has become completely financially free and don't have jobs anymore, and they just have a lot less stress in their lives, and all they are doing is helping other people. You go at your own pace. like we said before, you are the CEO of your own business. So you go at your own pace. Your success is directly correlated with the time that you are doing the basic activities consistently over a period of time. We can spend a lot of time on Facebook reading the news feed. That's not necessarily going to increase our income or build our business or let us help other people. But by inviting people and sharing what we do, we can help a lot of people. We do a 30-day online boot camp, and in this 30-day online boot camp, for the different people doing challenge groups, let's say for the 21-day fix group, there are posts that we put out every day. It's bite-sized daily tips to keep people motivated and accountable. Hi, Stuart. I see that you're back. Then we have a private Facebook group for questions, answers, and support for challengers, and then the same thing for the coaches. We have the 30-day online boot camp for the coaches, where they get the bite-sized daily tips, and then we also have a private Facebook group for our large team, and then some of us who's got Stuart and I have our own pages for our own teams as well as we belong to the Empire, and we are part of that. And so we get a lot of support there from the leaders, and as leaders, we give support to our team. To me, one of the big things about this system is that it taught us to dream again. A lot of us has lots of dreams as a child, and as life happens and wears you down, you sometimes succumb to being mediocre and forget about all the wonderful dreams you had as a child. And this business is not just going to teach you how to grow as a person, but also to dream again, of helping other people, of achieving things, of traveling to places that and doing things that you have dreamt of as a young person or as a child. Come out of college, had all kinds of ideas, and it kind of faded a little bit. This business can bring it back for you. Stuart, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I'll let you talk now. So.
All right, sorry for the technical difficulties. So what is the cost for all this? So, an elite fitness program with a world-class trainer 3 times a week for a month would cost you $2,000 a month. A personalized meal plan written by a top certified nutritionist would be $250 for one consultation. Highest quality whole food meal replacement to supplement the gaps in your diet would be about $135 per bag. And hands-on business training from an expert in the field of your choice with a step-by-step success track would be $4,000 a month. This is pretty much what you get as a coach, and people have paid well $6,000 for this. And I think you've seen from our results, from a fitness point of view, basically we do get that world-class trainer with the program that we're going through, whether it's P90X or any of the other programs. All the programs come with the nutrition part as well. And obviously Shakeology, we could do a whole webinar about that, but that's the meal replacement aspect. So anyway, next slide. All right, so your startup costs. Your startup costs, as we said from the last slide, it's not going to be $4,000. So this is the best pack. This is the best way to get started, is the Showcase Challenge Pack, which comes with basically the 3 most popular programs right now that we are 21-Day Fix, T25, and P90X3. Beachbody has been going to these shorter, more efficient workout programs in the last year or so. And so all these workouts are around 30 minutes a day, which is very appealing to people, and people have gotten great results with these programs. What does this come with? It comes with Shakeology, a month supply, 30-day trial to the Beachbody Club, your business starter kit, which comes with the Coach Welcome Book. Your first month's business service fee is waived, and you get customizable websites and their storefront. It also comes with some pretty cool gifts as well. So you get a Shakeology taste sampler, which comes with 4 different flavors. You get 5 Shakeology tote bags, Shakeology welcome guides, which are you get 10 of those, which are really, really awesome. And then you get 5 catalogs. That's a pretty amazing deal for only $295.
Yes, it sure is. So your startup costs, as we Stuart said, it's $295 if you would get those 3 programs. But there's also a different option to it where you can get a challenge pack with just 1 program, and that would be Shakeology, 30-day supply again, the club membership that's part of it, and then 1 of these workouts. And depending on the level of the workout and the amount of workouts that in it, they come at different types of investments. But typically, you would be looking at anything from as little as $140 to as much as $305, depending what program you would choose. And what is in a challenge pack? A challenge pack has got your workout DVDs, which is your world-class fitness program put together by a top celebrity trainer, and that you're working out to every day. And they are complete programs. You don't have to do it. There's no guesswork. You don't have to think about anything. You just follow the program. All these programs come with a comprehensive nutrition guide teaching you how to eat and your challengers how to eat. And of course, a quick start guide. And then all of them have a workout calendar where you can check off what work you've done, and so you can see which one you need to do the next day. I said about this first month supply of Shakeology. Also want to member the Team Beachbody Club membership again. And what that is, it is customized meal plans, and a lot of people find that extremely helpful. And it's not just the customized meals plans, but also the recipes that come with it that is very valuable to you. So, Stuart?
All right, next slide. Yes. You can go on to the next slide then.
Yep.
All right. This is a pretty cool thing. As I said earlier, it's tough to come up with a downside of coaching. If you think, then hey, just money back guarantee for 30 days. So basically, Beachbody has a philosophy that we want Beachbody to be an asset in your life. Something that enhances the value of your life, and we don't want anything about Beachbody a liability in your life. So everything has a money back guarantee. No big deal if it's not for you. You can get your money back, and that's true for customers as well as coaches.
Yes, correct. So here's the question: when is the right time for you to get started? And there is no better time than the current moment, and we'll tell you exactly the reason why we say that. I'm just going to jump over to just want to make sure that I didn't have any other information there. One of the best times to get started is right now, and to go through your training, get your feet wet, so to speak, so that when the 1st of January happens and all the people with the New Year's resolutions about losing weight, about changing their lives, or getting fit, our business absolutely booms in the first part of the year. It's good all year long, but that is an exceptionally good time. And so you would be able to capitalize on that great opportunity by being able to help a lot of people if you finish your training now. So now is the time to get started and get the results for yourself and learn the business so you can capitalize on that.
Johan, can I add something to that?
Yes, please.
I just wanted to share a quote here. Let me see if I can bring it up. My computer's going to cooperate. I have a quote from Tony Robbins. If you're not familiar with him, he's a famous author and motivational speaker, and he says, "Waiting is a trap. There will always be reasons to wait. The truth is there are only 2 things in life, reasons and results, and reasons simply don't count."
Very true.
Go ahead, Johan.
So which path do you want to take? You want to just take the straight road that seems pretty easy and don't take you out of your comfort zone? Or do you want to take that path that seems, that's going to be quite a climb? But just like the cyclists from Tour de France who go up through that, when they get on top, you have a lot of fulfillment. Just like when I do the Body Beast workout and I do legs, it gives me incredible fulfillment when I know that I completed that workout that day. And so this is where we all strive to come out, so to speak, on top, but be successful. And the only goal that you should have is, and I've said this before, is to help people. And with a sincere desire to help people and improve yourself and do the consistent daily activities. That cyclist does not get up that hill by giving 3 or 4 quick strides on his bike and then he's up on the top. It's by consistently pushing the pedal, and that's what pushes him up to the top.
Next slide we want to share is that, hope is not a strategy. Basically, as I've alluding to before, hope is not going to get you anywhere. What's going to get you somewhere and what's going to get you to reach your goals is taking action, really. That's the bottom line. And so we are here. Let's get started.
Yes, and so when we are done with this webinar, please make sure you contact the coach who invited you to this webinar. And as Stuart said, it's time to take action. The one thing I want to point out before that is that you need to commit to it. Commit that you're going to do this, and then take the action. And talk to the person who invited you. Stuart and I are going to give a few minutes for questions. We've been going for almost 50 minutes, and so we're just going to leave a few minutes here for questions if there are any. Anybody have any questions? It does not. Maria says, don't be shy. Come on, people. This is your chance to ask us some questions and get some quick feedback,
Ask us the hard ones.
Yes. Hey, Will, thank you very much. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Will. I hope you enjoyed it as well, Ashley.
Yes, Ashley, I hope you enjoyed it as well. Yes, Ashley, Maria is a great coach. If you follow what she does, you'll be very successful. Hi, Christine, one of my team members. She's on the call. Thanks, Christine. Appreciate it. And Lauren, one of your team members, Stuart. Thank you, guys. If there are no more questions, we wish you all of the best. Have a fantastic week. And remember, now is the time to take action to change your life and the lives of other people for the better.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thanks.